Year-old art dealer who started, among others, the late Andy Warhol on his career. This horse might very well have won the Bluegrass had he not been bothered 9 days ago, Charlie.
He had a very rough trip and frankly was lucky not to fall. He bobbled badly when he was bumped by Ali Sheba, but he recovered well, and Leroy said he has none the worse for the wear today.
And here we have Gulch, his stablemate, who's been acting up a bit down there. First we had a report that the problem with his girth, Meg, was just getting him on it. He's full of himself.
He was, in fact, when he came down in front of these stands. And, of course, there's no way you can ever simulate what happens here on Churchill Downs, Kentucky Derby Day. Gulch was on his toes and feeling a little bit of the excitement of the crowd, but these horses have no reason to understand why this day is any different than any other race day. They don't understand all this excitement.
Last October the 18th, after the Maryland Million, when he won the feature race, trainer Jack Van Berg said to me, "Jim, I'm going to win that $5 million bonus next year." I said, "With what?" He said, "With Ali Sheba," and he's still saying it.
I talked to him just a few moments ago in the stable area. He is very confident. He said this colt is at his best and will be there today.
Okay, that's Ali Sheba currently being held at odds of 6-1. Let's have a look here at Crypto Clearance, the impressive winner of the Florida Derby. Considerable support for him here.
Well, he's got the most popular post position, number 1. He's got a very popular rider in the very hot Jose Santos. Hasn't got the most popular physique. Even his own trainer says he's a little on the slight side, but he's big of heart. He gets down, he's gritty, and he tries hard. He fights to the bitter end, and he will be there close at the finish.
He's being held at 6-1 right now. And here is Conquista Rose. As it had originally been thought that unless it rained and was muddy and messy out there, that he wouldn't run, but trainer Woody Stevens changed his mind.
Well, you see, there's the key right around his head there, that set of blinkers. Woody put blinkers on him this week for the first time, and he snapped off a couple of fast works, and Woody said, "Why not? I'll go for it," when telling him. And the other horse was scratched today. He just decided to go right ahead.
I have to tell you, that Shortwood won at 45-1 at some overlay.
That
But
is.
their riders up now. They're headed for the track for the Kentucky Derby. You know, night before last, I asked Bill Shoemaker. I said, "Bill, be honest about it. When you got on the track for the Derby, are you even aware of the crowd? Do you even hear My Old Kentucky Home?" He said, "Jim, it doesn't matter how many times you ride in that race," and this is his 25th. He said, "Every single time when they play that song, it tugs at your heartstrings." There is Sandy Hawley being put up on Candy's Gold. Sandy, back from a serious cancer operation. So many stories in every Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, and this colt himself is an interesting story. This is only his 6th lifetime start. He's never won a stakes race, but Eddie Gregson came here once before, and he's batting 1,000%. He won this race with Gato del Sol, and he says he can't tell why, he can't put his finger on it, but he feels good about Candy's Gold's chance.
Trained by Eddie Gregson, who sent out Gato del Sol to win the Kentucky Derby. The call to the post by perhaps the best bugler in the business, a young woman named Karen Easterday. Under the twin spires, they're coming out for the Derby. Remember what Bill Shoemaker says, no matter who you are or how long you've been coming, it tugs at your heartstrings. We're going to show you the words.